Hey yo. So there's some news. There's some indeterminate stuff. A couple of things to talk about. So good news. There's good news, right? Dr. Breed is very pleased with my healing. He he doesn't see any problems there. Thinks everything's coming back together quite nicely. That's good. He doesn't see any external indication that the biopsies we did today were necessary. But because they were so hot on my PET scan, it's like 2.5 or less is considered normal uptake. The one spot was 13.6. They definitely warranted further investigation and the biopsy. So, yeah. So we did the biopsy. I don't know. One was a punch and one was something else. I'm not sure, but it was definitely all on skin that had been worked on just a few weeks ago. I have much greater pain tolerance than I thought I did. Yeah, but so the good news is that the radiation oncologist and Dr. Breed they're in the same building, so they're going to work hand in hand. The medical oncologist, I have an appointment with a medical oncologist for our wedding anniversary, but that's June 4th. She's in the same office. Everything's all right there. They all know each other. They all work together, so it's good. The biggest problem is that well, before I tell you the problem, let me tell you the best news, in my opinion. No more surgery. I was really afraid that they were going to want to take apart my right side for the lymph nodes, but we're not doing that. What we are going to do, and this is not my favorite news, but I am going to do looks like 6 weeks of low dose chemotherapy. It is what it is. The good news is with it being low dose, it'll only be 6 infusions. It's like 40. I don't know what the calculation is, but it's like it ends up being a higher dose in the long run, but it's delivered in smaller doses with the intention of aiding the chemo or the radiation with what it's doing. So I'm going to get to do radiation and chemo all at the same time. I'm going to get to do platinum-based chemo. But we're still talking curative. I'm allowed to be bitchy about this. I mean, I get it, but I went from thinking I had a cyst to getting the full cancer experience here. 2 out of 10, do not recommend. But yeah, so that's what's up. So we've sent off the 2 biopsies that the PET scan indicated were warranted, and Dr. Breed says he will stay on the pathologists so that we'll know something before everybody takes off for the holiday on Friday. But he doesn't see anything that would indicate this is cancerous in any way, shape, or form. But he's not a pathologist, which is, where we're at. So that's that. I would really like to tell you about the biopsies today, but it might be a TOS violation. And I really love you guys, but those of you that I have not been very close to don't need to know anything about it. Let's just suffice it to say that it hurt. It hurt. Kind of welcome to Earth hurt. But yeah, the good news is that, you know, overall, people keep telling me it's going to be fine. People with like medical alphabet soup. And I'm just a jerk standing there saying, when? When? It's all good. It's all good. We were talking about it on the way home, right? And like, this could just be so much worse. I mean, this is huge and terrible for us, but in the grand scheme of things, this is nothing. I mean, you know, there are people all around the world today that are being told they're not going to be okay, that there's nothing left for them, you know. I'm not there, and so that's the good stuff that's going to keep me going today. Yeah. So yeah, Thursday is still the simulation with radiation. I'm not really sure what all that means. I do know that Dr. Breed is directing the areas of radiation, so that's good. But yeah, so at this point, I probably don't know a whole lot more until Friday earliest, and then I won't know anything about chemo and how that's going to roll until the 4th. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. As always, it's kind of a mixed bag, but I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I am definitely overwhelmed and tired, and I am ready to not. I would like to sit on a beach and have a cocktail. I'd even take a lake beach and, you know, a Budweiser at this point. All right, guys. Probably Thursday, I'll probably want to tell you about how the simulation goes, because that sounds like it's going to be interesting. Something I've never done before anyway. But yeah, as always, you know, thanks for the love. Thanks for thinking of me. The thoughts, the love, the prayers, all of it. Thank you very, very much. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.